Good day, championship chasers. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Gran Turismo 1. It's episode 2 of our Gran Turismo 1 Endurance mini-series. Thanks for tuning in. Last time out, we finished up with Special Stage Route 11 All Night, Part 1. And I said we were going to do something a little different this time, so we're going to do the Gran Turismo World Cup. But of course, we need a car to do that, and as you can see, I've got an old Corvette there, but I wanted to do something different. And I felt like doing something... There's one car in this game from the time I picked it up 20 plus years ago. Now, I had it as the greatest hit, so it probably came out around 98, 99, this greatest hit. Probably 99. But, because I would have gotten it... when I get my PlayStation, right around the same holiday season that Crash 3 came out, so just ballpark it in there, folks. Probably 98, maybe 97, 98. Somebody else do the math on that. Maybe future Steve. But anyway, one car that I always wanted, because my first car in Gran Turismo 1 was... Please be red, please be red. Ah, it's not red. But a red Supra. So what I wanted was the grown-up Castrol Tom. Let's say the Castrol Tom's Japanese Grand Touring Championship, but this is what I want. Castrol Supra GT. I think Castrol Green. I think that works a little better. Of course I'll get in the car now. But that's the one I've been wanting since I started playing this game. Any upgrades we can make to this? I doubt it. I'm gonna go with a probably no. The only ones I could think of might be on turbo, because it's probably turbocharged, but nah. My car is Castrol Supra, sorry. The local hospital was having a 50-50 draw. And one of the things they had, one of the bonus prizes was a new Supra, which is basically a rebadged M4, but it is. I'm assuming can't race and modify it. I assume it's as light as she'll go. That's fine. So that's all I wanted to do was buy that. I don't have much money left in the old bank account. In the last 2 episodes, I think I've gotten rid of 2/3 of my saved up bank. So we're going to have to dip into the reserves for when we go, well, I'll show you what we've got left in the special events after we win the GT World Cup, the Gran Turismo World Cup. 6 races, and because it's a championship, you could actually see in this what we go through. So we're going High Speed Ring, Trial Mountain, Grand Valley Speedway, Special Stage Route 5, Deep Forest Raceway. Those first 5 have been mainstays of the mainline Gran Turismo series, some modifications along the way. Special Stage Route 11 we talked about in the last episode, that's in this game in GT3. Apparently it changed between here and GT3, but I was better at GT3. Now I gotta go back there, not once, not twice, but thrice, because we've got Route 11 reverse, but... Anyway, this is a championship. I thought it was a bigger championship bonus, but apparently it is not. Oh well, let's go racing, boys. Should have pointed out, but didn't, that the Castrol Supra was sort of right dead center of the frame on the menu as well. So I got a good feeling about it. It's a featured car, right? Let's go qualifying. High Speed Ring. I will try and talk you guys through the various tracks and what I'm feeling from the cars. Because we got, well, 6 different tracks we got to go to this one, so. Now we got to get this wound up. Now I mentioned the last time we didn't have to worry about turbo lag on the Corvette because it was a naturally aspirated car. But we got to keep those revs high on the Supra because the Supra is a turbocharged car. I know because, like I said, it was my... Uh-oh. I did not activate analog mode on the emulator. Oops! That's one way to slow me down. Whoa. That's the thing's got good turning. Alright. I was gonna say, in the manual, I wanted to say, like, 76 miles an hour through the switchback S there. Through this dogleg right, which will take us to the final turn. A long, high-banked left-hander. I've left a lot of speed on the table. Definitely in turns 2. And if we call a dogleg a turn, turn 6. This is 1. The next one is 2. Oh, well, we were fastest anyway. Yeah, turn 2 I wasn't really concentrating for. I was just kind of like screwing that up. Turn 3, I think I took a sloppy but okay. Turn 4, that's deceptive because the number of times... Okay, so this is turn 3 here. You kind of, just as long as you're set up for 4. 4, I swear to God, it tightens on exit or it spits you out to the exit here. So I end up on that grass more often than I care to admit over the last 2 decades. And you call this turn 5, it's not really turn, but I'm sure the FIA would call it that. And then turn 6 here. Yeah, I've run into that outside wall as well, so it's some turns that the exit comes up on you fast, so. But we were fastest, so just ignore me. And it's 10,000 in bonus credits for winning the poll. Let's go racing. Let's see what we're into. I just realized, oh, there's a Scooby there. And there's another Supra in back there. I saw the Castrol livery. Subaru's gonna just, blitz me off the line. Oh, and a Skyline, our old friend, the Skyline from the Special Stage Route 11 Enduro. Now we have... Well, I gotta back out there because there was no room coming up fast. Did I take that too... Oh, I got a hell of help from the Subaru. Now, did I take that too slow? Did I just take a weird line? I told you the exits on some of these turns come... Oh, that's bouncy. Stiff suspension settings. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say the exits on... Ooh, that Skyline's fast. Do I need to dial out some rear brake on this? Because this has got some wicked turning. Also, do I need to dial out some downforce? Oh. Yeah, there's another Supra there. I was gonna say, do I want to dial out downforce? Not with the rest of the tracks that we've got upcoming. Wow, I took that a lot faster than I was expected to take. 5th gear. That was nice. I told you I was gonna eat that grass more often than I care to admit, and that was really close. I was right on the curb on the outside. Yeah, 4th gear's a lot better through there. Oh man, that thing, it wants to push to the outside. Push is understeer. Push/understeer, that's where you hit the wall with the front of your car. And loose/oversteer, that is where you hit the wall with the ass end of your car. Steve, what if you hit it with the side of your car? Then you're just going too fast. There you go. Don't worry, we'll get some Tim Brewer updates in a little bit.
Pass into the car.
Steve, how do you prep for doing a video like Gran Turismo? Well, for this one, I went and dug through YouTube for full ESPN NASCAR races on YouTube to see if I could find some Tim Brewer segments. And if they were even halfway decent, or maybe even halfway applicable, I just... Oh, there we go. That was good. I just grabbed them and grab the audio. Yeah, so we've got... So this is going to be interesting. There's another Castrol Supra who's going to be racing against us. There's the R32 GTR 91, the Impreza Rally Edition, which we saw, a Lancer Evo 4, and in a Honda Accord. Well, at least we know we should be good for 2 points every race. So first race, first win, that's good, but I'm a little concerned that we are up against someone who's in the same car as us. So I'm not sure if that's puts us on even footing. So I'm basically racing heads up against the AI, which is not how I want to do it. I'd rather have the advantage, thank you. All right, Trial Mountain now. You think? Maybe. I think it's worth a shot. I don't know. I feel like I need the. I know I said it once, but it's just like maybe I need it. Maybe it's just my driving that I don't. We'll see how we do in qualifying and how it feels with that. How about that? If I need that extra front brake, make it a little less loose under braking. Avoid that turbo lag. Get the car wound up. Get redlining. Bang it up through the gears. Trial Mountain. Big curves. Big hills. Big elevations. See? Big curbs. Pretty sure the manual says it's about 60 miles an hour through there. Perfectly kicked the ass end of the car off the wall there. I had a really shitty exit out of the tunnel hairpin there. I used up a lot of road there, but I didn't need to. I could have kept it turned down if I really wanted, so... So where's the braking? There. Kept that nice and inside there. Actually feels really nice and stable right now. It's just a little change, and I think that... Now... It was pushing out. It was pushing out. Now here it is. Final turn. Final chicane. They've reprofiled this for GT7. You can see it in some of the demo videos. 16-1. I'll take that, I hope. I'm hoping for 10 grand bonus here. Come on. Let's go. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Let's go. I knew I wanted this car. The other one I was thinking of was the Scooby, but there's 10 grand pole position bonus. All money we can invest into. I know I said I wanted to do the concept car for Special Stage Route 11 Reverse, because that's the tuned car, the not race car version of the Enduro. But I feel as though the concept car, because it's 500 horsepower and weighs 1,300 pounds, it will stomp everything. So I get the feeling we're going to have to custom build something for that as well. And I have something in mind for that. And it's ridiculous, but I want to do it anyway. So we'll see. We'll see. It might be a good idea. It might be a terrible idea. Anyway, race time. Let's just take a look. Okay, so obviously the Supra and I are going to be like the exact same spec. So the Impreza's got less, it's 370 pounds less than me, but it's also got 71 horsepower less than me as well, so. Okay. That R32 should be kicking my ass. It's almost 200 pounds less than me, and it's got an extra 14 horsepower, sorry. And the Lancer and the Honda Accord, okay, yeah, they weigh, almost 400 pounds less than me. But they also have 217 and 200 or 320. Wow, that's almost half the horsepower I got. So, or just a little over half the horsepower that I got for the Accord. So, yeah. All right, let's go racing, boys. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Now that Impreza, I think, is turbo as well. So it's got to be run up against the red line. But it's got four-wheel drive, so it gets a nice bite off the line. So does the Skyline. Oh, clip that curb. Got that. Oh, I've got a lot of faith in this car around. Get that ass end of the car out. Whew. That was close. From getting set up for this, so beating all the other races, one thing I noticed is that if you hit a wall, it can just Velcro onto your car and stick onto it. So it can get pretty ugly. That was the third gear corner. Ooh. So if you hit the wall the wrong way, it can grab you and just trap you in it. So you gotta respect the walls. I left a lot of speed there, but they haven't crested the hill yet. One nice improvement that they made for subsequent Gran Turismo games was intervals. You don't know the interval between you and everyone else in Gran Turismo 1. You just kind of got to eyeball it on the mini-map and looking out behind your car. So we get our power slide on. Good thing there's no tire wear here. Though in the next game they introduced the... Was it Trial Mountain 200k Enduro, was it? Something like that. Which I think I beat in a used Supra, if memory serves. All revolves... Every game... I think every game except for GT 3 and maybe 5 as well. My starter car was a Toyota Supra. 3, obviously, they got rid of used car dealer. A lot of my friends used the PT Cruiser. I went with the Sprinter Truno, which not only fit within your budget, but it was rear-wheel drive, and you had money left over to do some tuning right off the hop. Ooh. Didn't hit that curb too hard, but just enough to spit me to the outside. Don't take too much curve there. It'll kind of get in your way. There. Wah! There we go. That was close. I was pretty certain I had lost that car. I did save it, and I lost time to whoever the hell is behind me. See if we can't get a look back. Looks like the Subaru. That's fine. Because it was the Supra that was second place in the last race, so think a championship early on. Although if you could win every race and clean sweep it. I don't really want to, but... There we go. Clip that curb. Nice, and... Saved it! That's why you don't take too much curb through there. That's what happens. Okay, yeah, the Supra fell down the orders. The Accord's still going. Hasn't even finished. So I'll have a 9-point lead after 2 races. Do you want to just skip qualifying on the next race? We'll do a 1-lap guide in the practice run instead. Collect our 20 grand there. Now on to the next session, which will be Grand Valley 1. Okay. You want to just do 1 lap at Grand Valley 1, just around the test run? Let's start from the back, whatever. I'm not scared. And if this race goes horribly, we'll qualify in the next one. So this is the proper racing circuit. Like this is it. This is the closest I think Gran Turismo 1 had to something that would be like a real racing circuit. So Grand Valley 1 starts with a dog leg into a hairpin. Ooh, gotta watch yourself. Getting out of there. Then we come into the S's. Left. Then we go uphill for the right. It's almost like Eau Rouge. Turned in a little too fast there. And down to the hairpin. Second tightest corner on the track. Gotta be careful, that one's slow, and that'll get your car sideways. Now, That off to the right is the Grand Valley East, the short version of the track that we would be rejoining with here. And this one here is the slowest corner, heading into the tunnel. That's the slowest corner on the track. Also the trickiest. I think I've spun there more than any other corner in all of GT1. This big long S section leading to the bridge. And then you've got the tunnel turn. This ain't Pocono. Okay, I could have taken that faster. Into the slow S-bend. Not as slow as that one left-hander going into the tunnel, but... And this one, I think, is flat if you take the line right. And across the line. And a 40.1. We'll skip qualify. So we can see a starting lineup for the race. But there's the rest of the crew there. So we should be able to get the Accord into turn 1. Well, I guess if you call it Dogleg turn 1. Into the hairpin. And then on the run out of that, we should be able to get to the Lancer. And then everyone else is a crapshoot after that. Let's go. I realized while I want to win, I also realize that this is an entertainment medium, so... But I'll admit that up front, unlike, say, NASCAR and Formula 1. Hell, even SRX is more upfront about it. And we might get the Evo into the hairpin as well. And that Evo dove in hard. And give him a little bump. We're going to take it 3 wide. You're on the right, 3 wide. And we got him. No corner cut penalties, but it does slow you down. And I'm trying not to run over the back of anyone. I'm hoping to get the Evo. He's blocking a treat, forcing me to take a suboptimal line, but we will hold the spot. Try not to spin off the back of the other Supra. Try and square up the corner, get a good run out. I took that deep. Why? Because I was looking to see when he broke, so I wanted to outbrake him. I told you that stuff was like those walls were like Velcro, and it just grabbed me and just clung on to me. Alright, so we made up 2 positions on the first lap. Oh, nice drive off this corner. Are we going to get the Supra up the straight? Are we going to try take it? I wasn't expecting him to take it to back out there. I was expecting to be able to just beat and bang off the side of him through that turn. Oh man, he is right up me chuff there. That was ugly as sin through there, but we got through there. Now it's Skyline in front. Whoa, that slip and slide through there. Not ultimate slip and slide, which I'm not... Alright, we got it. Not ultimate slip and slide, which may or may not be on NBC after the Olympics, which was shut down with a extreme case of diarrhea in the crew. In the crew, not the contestants, so I think the slip and slide was mostly safe. That's an actual thing, you can look it up. Ultimate slip and slide on NBC. Was supposed to be on after the Olympics, I'm not sure if it will be or not. Because I had to cut filming short. Oh, the cross under. We crossed him over. And we held around the outside there. And the left S to take the inside on the right. Well, I was going to say the left half of the big S. And I held the inside of that turn for whatever reason, but There we go. L1, L1. A little slow through the hairpin. I'm sure they all have real names. I mean, there's no way this isn't the S's. That's the VIP. They have the VIP stands back there, the hospitality tents. Hospitality hairpin. There it is. There's its name. Call it the East Curves because it links up with Grand Valley East section through there. Or Grand Valley East layout through there. And this again, that would have... Those tires off to the right where I'm going left here. That was, again, back towards Grand Valley East. The short version of the course. Just arrested that slide. We got room, we can... It is off camber through this last turn. The banking is... camber turns are sort of where there's a banking, however slight or aggressive. It varies based on turn, but kind of like this. This is a cambered hairpin here because it's kind of banked in towards, okay, crest of the hill, notwithstanding, it's kind of banked in towards the center, so it helps hold the car in. Now, off camber is the opposite, where the banking falls away from the apex of the turn, which makes it understeery as all get out. We've actually got one of these in town here, which is a pain in the ass in winter, because it's on a one-way stretch of road, and there's an off-camber turn. For whatever reason, they couldn't have cambered it. So you just kind of, in winter when it's slick, it's just like take it slow because it's going to wash you out. And I've seen people end up in the snowbank in that. I've ended up having to catch the car in a bit of a power slide through there myself. And all I drive is a Ford Fiesta. I know, it's on all seasons. Don't worry about that. I'm getting a new car eventually. I was going to say soon. I've been saying that for the last 2 years. Halfway home, right? Next special stage, Route 5. So I think now's a good time to remind you, since we're halfway through the championship, to hit that like button, like the dominance. But also subscribe if you're new, or if you're looking for more classic racing games. Not just Gran Turismo, but I got scans of racing games here on the channel, on my ongoing series called Wide Open Wednesday. And of course, there is a retro racing playlist that you can find on the channel page. Of course, that link is also down below the video, next to, the thumbs up button, next to the subscribe button. And of course, in the description of this video as well, there's all the links to all my socials: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Steam, Steam Curator, and Discord as well. Should we, rather than qualify, since we won this last race, we're going to skip qualifying, but we'll do a quick test run to show you the track. Let's go. Now, this starting line, if you've played the demo for Gran Turismo 1, or at least the one that I played on PlayStation Interactive CD Sampler Disc Volume 8, came with my PlayStation 1. It was on Club and Stage Route 5, which is a shorter version of this, so I'm very familiar with this. On Club and Stage Route 5, that's the sharp turn. This next chicane is flat, and then off to the left is Clubman Route, and instead you go downhill for this S-bend. Ooh, okay. We caught a little air there, so don't break it to 50. That's what I did there. Was I broke it to 50 for that hairpin. Have to breathe the throttle for right left, and now here we go. Went a little too deep again for this S. This will Bring us back to the on-ramp. Watch yourself there. But yeah, there's the on-ramp, and it'll bring us back down the main straight. I believe that will do it for this. 15-4. I don't know if that's good or bad because I'm skipping qualifying, so I have no idea. Oh yeah, it doesn't. For some reason, I thought the last one, when I said skip qualifying, it just put me right into the race. But yeah, okay. Well, let's see that. No, because I looked at the... Oh no, not that. The starting lineup. So... Man, that Supra's the same as me. The Impreza's doing really well. I would have thought that the R32 Skyline would have been doing a better job, but it is what it is. So we're going to start shotgun on the field in P6. 1, and lights out, and away we go. Gonna come across me a little bit now. Short run down to turn 1, which is the tunnel turn here. So you gotta be careful. You don't want to run up on the guy and nudge him forward. This is a breathe the throttle turn. Nope. I broke. If this was Donington Park, I would call that the old hairpin. So we're gonna call it the old hairpin. We'll call it the Clubman Chicane. The yes. No, that's way too early. The hairpin. Sort of like a tabletop hairpin because it goes up and down. And again, just a little early there. Maybe that's just compared to them. When you're out there by yourself on the track, it is so much different than when you've got other cars around you. That Skyline's in the slipstream. And here's the thing, it's going right then back to the left, so... Where do you block, right? You don't, you just power by everyone. Through the tunnel turn, flick it back to the right, to the old hairpin. Club hairpin. Let's call it club because it's on the Clubman circuit. It's the slowest turn on the Clubman circuit. We'll call it the club hairpin. The club S's. Okay, we really need to. Clubman curve. There it is. No, we gotta go a little past that. The tabletop hairpin. Rest that power slide. I'm spending more effort coming up with names for turns than I am. There, halfway between two. Yeah, it's about right. Maybe a little more speed, but it was a little leery under brakes. Where was I? Yeah, I'm spending more effort in this Let's Play coming up with names for turns and such than I am actually driving. But driving in racing games, to me, is more of an instinctual thing. If I have to think about it, that's when I get in trouble. I can hear him, though. I can hear trouble coming closely behind. Through club. Charge back up the hill. To the Clubman curves. And then right, hold it flat, and then we go to the S's. Nicked the wall on the inside, which threw me off for the... Ooh. Wrangled it, but lost the position. So one little mistake. Now I'm Velcroed to the wall. And again, dang it. I might be able to snag second back. And I will. If this was Formula 1, I'd get a 5-second time penalty. But it isn't, so we aren't legislating out racing, and there we go. P2. That's that little slip out of the hairpin. Yeah, oh well. Should I concentrate more on my racing? No. So we still got a 12-point lead after, this is what, the 4th race then? Nah, almost an unblemished record. Yeah, we got 10 grand for it. It's not too bad. And on to Deep Forest. Another, I think this is the last of the mainstays that we're going to. Let's take a look at it in our test run. I'm not sure what sort of aesthetic they were going for with this, but it is an interesting track. It's very fast and very tricky. The main straight is about the only part of it that is straight. Charge downhill to turn 1 hairpin. This is used for a number of license tests. And then you immediately go back uphill. Left. Be careful with the right because you come back to the left. And this right is a slowish 90. And an even slower 90 greets you on the other side of that tunnel. But out of this tunnel, the pace, whoa, picks up. I thought that was sharper. Almost flat as you go back up the isn't straight. And this is where some of the trickier turns are. Not this part, it's this triple right here. Deceptively tight there. Dog leg left here. And then this one, depending on the car, can be flat. But it can also be just a couple of gears down as you go charging down the main straight. Oh, back into here. Okay, yeah. I want to brake starting at the curbing, but yeah. And then back up the hill again for another lap, so. Alright. What's the lineup? Well, at least the Super's back in P3. Not that I'm too worried. I think I can clinch a championship as long as I finish on the podium here, so. I have to give up less than 12 points over the next 2 races, so. One, and let's go racing. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Would have been better for, Ooh, cut off by... Oh, look! Oh, he's got a... I thought the Evo's throwing it in there. I'm busy watching that. Not paying attention to what the hell I'm doing. Let's see if I can dance around the outside of the Evo. There we go. Oh, calm yourself down, Steve-O. Now, if that Super can't make up ground, then we'll be in okay shape. The problem with this track is, because it is so fast, there are not a lot of good out-braking zones. So you gotta rely on a mistake, maybe force a mistake. Way wide there. So we're gonna lose some speed down the straight there. See if we can't slipstream him back. Whoa. That thing just lost it under braking on me there. It just hooked hard left. I'm not sure if I had a little bit of input on the thumbstick or not. Kind of clip the inside dirt there. I saw him do it, so I thought, okay, it's safe. But I did not feel too... Oh, boy. Push him a little wide, get the position over the other Supra. Charge up the hill. See, I swear to God that Subaru's got the rookie stripes, the NASCAR rookies. Wow. You guys saw the thing just kind of snap on me there. So I had to catch it and it threw me out wide. Should have dialed in more. Shit, that was bad. Thank you, Accord. The Accord saved me. I told you we'd get at least 2 points. I don't have any championship permutations in my head. If I get 3 points, I should be fine, actually, because I'll get 1 point guaranteed from the next race. Because the most he could get is 18. Now I'm going to get at least 4. No, that doesn't work. I was right when I said that the average finish was... I don't know. Look, I'm busy trying to drive right now. I'm actually concentrating on driving for this last lap now. I think that was the Supra in front of me, so I think I'm... Yeah, it is. I think I pretty well locked it up then. Yeah. Because I just have to have a 9-point gap, so I'm pretty sure I got it locked up. Yeah, 10 points. 8-point gap, because I get 1 point for just starting on it. Well, a 9-point gap because you don't know how the tiebreaker works. So, yeah, no, we're good. We're clear. We won. I'm getting worse as we go along. It's a good thing I had such a hot start. Alright, let's go. One last race. Now this one needs no introduction because we just did... Well, you guys saw 32 laps of this place in the last video, so... But it is fair that I get the test run, because by skipping the qualifying session, I get no track time. So at the very least here, even if it doesn't count for anything, I get track time just to get a feel for how I'm driving the car. Now it is probably going to be faster than the Corvette. So that was my breaking point for the Corvette, was the 100 marker. But if it's going fast, the Corvette would be doing about 180, 185 and into the off-ramp hairpin. And then the nameless hairpin. Downhill, the underpass curve. Into the bus stop. Just like that. Back up the hill. It's the scaffolding curves into this double left, cambered, banked, but oddly banked. Kind of still gets you around, gets the S end of that car around. The always tricky approach to hotel hairpin. Try and survive the double S's into homeward bound hairpin. And we charge back up to the on-ramp chicane, then the on-ramp curve. Brake at the Castrol sign. Beautifully taken. Maybe a touch too much curb. Up the on-ramp. What was my fast lap? A 47? That was a 47 flying, and we just did a 48.6 from a standing start. Not knowing how hard we can push it, so... That's the difference between the custom-built Corvette and this purpose-built Supra. Is the fast lap, my testing fast lap was 1 second faster on a flying lap than this thing from a standing start my first time out. So... One last look at the starting lineup. I didn't even really look. Who am I kidding? I'm not worried. I've won it already. Alright, so we should be able to get the Accord off the line, the Evo pretty early down the straight. Definitely before the first hairpin. Oh, he took it deep and just gave me a little nudge. I was gonna back off and let him have the turn, but even then I couldn't. Thing handles well, I'll give him that. I thought you'd be more of a challenge, Supra. Underpass curb. Now, we're just gonna go like just a convoy through the bus stop, and I backed down so much I hit the wall. Rhythm is important when you're driving. When you try and change how you drive, speeding up, slowing down, that's when you make mistakes. When you find yourself a comfortable approach to driving, then you're usually fine. But when you're trying to change it, I'm about doing the same. I'm watching him bounce around and I'm about to do the same. Homeward bound hairpin. There you go. Get the car squared up. Now, I really don't. I managed to hit both of them. I was going to say, I really want to go in deep to avoid getting hit by the Supra. But at the same time, I really don't want to get involved in those guys. But I guess better off hitting those guys than getting hit from behind, as he was. Barely held onto that. Should have dialed more front brake into the thing. Oh, got tagged a couple times, which makes controlling the car mildly difficult, just a little bit. And the Supra up to P3. Man, do I miss that apex often. There we go. That should buy me some breathing room. Speaking of apexes I miss often. Sometimes it's faster not to just pin your car down in, but this one you diamond. The apex early, come out away from the apex in the center of the corner, and you turn it back down. A diamond shape, if you were to draw it out on the course map or track map. Oh, that would be your racing line. Not uncommon in short track oval racing. I was hoping I'd be kicking their ass considering how much track time I have here, but it'd be what, my 35th lap around here just in this Let's Play alone? And more in test runs that I mercifully cut out. Granted, it was like 10 or 15 minutes of test runs for the last video, but oh yeah, 45, yeah, that is 3 seconds faster than anything you saw in the race last time out. I don't even think I'm really hustling it. Now granted, tires would make a difference because this are the racing softs and those are the racing hards. Later apex next time. Oh, there's no next time. Use the inside wall as a brake to slow my car down. I just took a quick glance at the time. And it's like, okay, it's been like, it's 3-lap races, right? So it's all felt relatively short. I mean, qualifying on top of that too, so every one of these races has had, 4 laps. And it's like, oh yeah, we're pushing like 50 minutes at this point. We're pushing past 50 minutes at this point. So it's like, okay, that's a healthy length of time for this championship. It felt like it went by fast. We'll do 44 and cross the line too. Championship is mine. And just wait on the rest of them to cross the line, by which I mean the now Accord. Well, no, still can't get across the line. Finished last in every race, and Lancer finished 5th in every race. But a healthy championship margin there, if I do say so myself. Well, 4 wins from 6 races is not a bad record to have. And take 20 grand here. Thank you. And we'll continue to get our 50 grand championship bonus as well. Then we have to see what we... You are the series champion. Press any button. Oh, it usually says like you've unlocked a car, but... Instead, we're getting the credits. And Finn! Kinda, I guess. Well, I mean, yeah. But you did win the World Championship, or World Cup, sorry. I guess it's kind of a World Championship now that Gran Turismo has an FIA eSport and Olympic eSport as well. It's part of the Olympic Virtual Series as well. I can't even say that's Gran Turismo in the books, in the pocket, out of sight. Because we still have 2 more endurance races to go, don't we? But yes, some very high resolution stills there as the credits roll by. So, it is what it is. Yeah, but okay, so we gotta get through this before we... I kind of feel obliged to kind of go through the entire credit sequence before we see what cars I may or may not have won, and we kind of preview the next race, but... think... Oh, no. I was going to say, is that it? But no, it was a long gap, but here's all some of the various car companies and I guess tuning companies and sponsors that you see in the game along the way. Oh, special thanks. We got to be quite near the end then. But yeah, this game comes out like there's only what, a dozen or so car manufacturers in this game, right? And then you come around the next time, it's like 100 some cars, and then next time out it's like next game, GT2, it's dozens upon dozens of manufacturers and hundreds of cars, and it's just like, okay. I like that Suzuka and Sportsland Sugo are both given special thanks here, and then you don't see them until, well, much later on. It was GT4 for Suzuka, and then it wasn't until, what, Sport for Sugo? So... And then through the Sony Computer Entertainment America staff. It's, yeah, this is... Say, public relations guy probably had the easiest job of the bunch. Just because the game practically sold itself. Gets out into a couple people's hands, and then all of a sudden, just like... There are a lot of people I knew played this game. If you had a PlayStation, you played this game. So that was the, so that's the thing, you know, PR, it's like, it's one thing, you just gotta get into one person's hands and it just spreads like wildfire from there, so. Oh, Sony Computer Entertainment America gets credit for bringing along, I guess, 2, but here's some, they also get credit for these guys, or no, they're just doing oh no, these are very American sounding names as well. And then some more familiar names down here as well. So. I think that's probably about it then for the soundtrack that you guys didn't hear. Which is a shame, but it, you know, that's the thing, is the last thing anybody wants is to get, you know, copyright struck to oblivion. And especially, you know, considering all the licensed music that you got here. And the other thing about Gran Turismo 1 that I think they improved, maybe in the next game, no, I don't think they improved it gotten until the PS2, was that this, I think both the PlayStation 1 games, when you load it into a race, it had one song and it just played that song on loop until it was over. So it's like, yeah. So I mean, I like Garbage as much as the next guy, but, you know, a 1 hour endurance race with Garbage on loop, it's like, not sold on that. Oh, loaded me back to here for whatever reason. Okay. Garage, cause I have not won a new car. Oh, did we pick up that I won the Sylvia Le Mans edition in the last thing? You don't win a car. Really, you don't win a car for winning the GT World Cup. Dang it. Ah, well. So, what have we got next time? I think next time what we're going to do is we're going to do the Grand Valley 300K. Oh, there's a next. Oh, GT Hi-Fi! Okay, you want to do Club and Stage Route 5 since we haven't done that today? Let's take something different out, though. I was going to say, so we got Club and Stage Route, or not Club and, Grand Valley 300K. We'll probably want one of the race cars, so the Chaser Le Mans. I honestly think we'll just kill everything with this, but you never know. But I was going to say, so, do I want to bring this out? Yeah. But, that the race car? No. Doesn't have the race tag on any of them, so we'll take out one of the race cars. Not this, obviously. Not that, obviously. But like the FTO or the Del Sol or the Chaser or the Sylvia. And for the big Enduro, I'll take out the starter car. For GT1 Hi-Fi. Unfortunately, this will be in 30 FPS for you because I can't switch FPS mid video, so sorry. Oh, I get to do a test and tune. Okay, whatever. Go. Oh, automatic transmission, you pick it there. But this is running in 60 FPS and a higher resolution. Did the track always feel this empty? So weird. Because it's like the frames are moving twice as fast, right? This is basically two-lap time trial. But I was gonna say, maybe it's because I'm not driving a racing car. And I'm driving a barely tuned early 90s Toyota Supra. Right, get right up on the ground there. 107.1. We're definitely not doing the blistering speed that we were with the Touring Car Championship. 600 horsepower. Racing thoroughbred Supra. Pop-up headlights and everything. If I could drive stick, I would totally want something like this. But I can't. So I don't, because I don't want to have to replace the clutch and the whole transmission and all that. Now this turn's fun because it opens up so much because of, well, you can see kind of there how it opens up there in the literal sense with that wall there. Just skirts in under a minute there. It's Hi-Fi Club and Stage Route 5. Now we're good. Thank you, though. Oh, I get to do a time trial. Enter your name thing. Yay! Where's the... I was gonna say, wait, I was looking for the... I'm expecting it to be divided evenly, so I was looking for the N over there under the A, but no. And the T, obviously. So, there you go. Alright, so with that out of the way, next up is Grand Valley 300k endurance race. A lot of racing cars right there, so we're going to bring the appropriate vehicle for that as well next time on Gran Turismo, the mini-series, but that's taking a tiny break because it's Olympic time coming up, so we've got some Olympic games that we got to play. So we'll see you for that next Monday, I do believe. But until we see you for more Gran Turismo, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on air, and that is for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. And don't forget, there's plenty more racing games in the playlists there on the screen, in the description down below, and more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.